Hi, I'm Danny Moon, and I've been coming to Koa since around the end of '98. I'm the deacon that oversees any of the sports-related activities as well as the larger events like the summer retreat and the EM retreat.
Hi, my name is Wayne Lee. I am the deacon of life groups. I have a wife named Eliane Kim, a daughter named Evelyn Lee, and I've been at City on a Hill since '96, '97.
So we just finished reading the book Gaining by Losing. We did a book study on it, the deacons, the elders, and the pastors, because the pastoral team or leadership team had such a great experience reading it themselves and wanted to pass it on to us.
The premise of the book, it's, as it says, it's gaining by losing. It's gaining God's kingdom, but losing yourself through giving the best. It's really doing that through discipleship. And through discipleship, you're able to train people so that they're able to go out and actually build God's kingdom. To be perfectly honest, it was challenging because we had to read initially. Since having Evelyn, I did not get the opportunity to read a whole lot, but I'm glad that this was the book to read starting off because it challenged me in ways, because it made me feel uncomfortable. It made me feel queasy, it made me feel, I felt like I had to rethink a lot of ways how I did my Christian walk or even my discipleship, either being discipled or discipling.
And so for me, more specifically, the way it challenged me was it made me think about like how important it is to always remember daily like why I'm doing all these things and why we're doing church, like what I'm aiming towards. And one part of the book that I really loved was when it was talking about building a ship and not necessarily giving instructions to build a ship, but giving a picture of how great the sea is. And so it kind of gave a taste of, okay, you get a group of people together, show them how amazing the sea is, and you don't even have to give them instructions, but they'll just want to put a ship together to get there. And so that really told me like, and every day I got to remind myself and how amazing heaven is, how amazing it will be one day to be with God, and that'll just make everything else easier to kind of get there.
So the part about discipleship that made it uncomfortable was, a lot of times we ask ourselves, when will I have time? And the book mentions everything but time. It's not a matter of when, it's a matter of what and how, right? And I kept looking for, okay, where's the when part coming? When's the when part coming? But really, there is no when. It's if there is something that God commanded you to do, right? That's the what. How do you do it? You figure that out and you go and do it, right? It's not it has nothing to do with whether I feel comfortable or is it a good time for me to start doing something. One of the things that this book convicted me to do was actually lead a D1 group. For the longest time, I said, I don't have the time. I don't. I'm too busy with whatever else. But like J.D. Greer said, it's not about the when. It's about what and how, right? And so, one of the things that I'm doing very tangibly right now is leading a D1 group with some of the emerged men, some of the younger emerged men. And although it's only been 3 weeks now, but it's been just amazing seeing their hunger for growth, and that's even firing me up to pursue discipleship on my own as well. Not just on my own, but like to seek out growth opportunities, right? What our church would gain is a selflessness of not being scared to lose the best. Sometimes when we send people out, we may be afraid, even from a life group perspective, when someone leaves like our ministry to go serve elsewhere, there's a part of me where it feels like, oh, like I wish they would stay, right? But really, the way how it should be is we bless them to go, whether it's from one ministry to another or to another church or to another country, what have you. It should be, it's great that we're able to do this together, and now you can go out and even bless others further. And that really should be, the heart of the matter, I think, going forward for our church.
So if you were to read this book, I think what I really loved about this is showing us how we're doing church. And so what we would hopefully gain is, one, I think a reality check in why we're doing church and why you're coming out. And I think it would force you to ask yourself this question, like, am I doing church in a way that is kind of aimlessly running around in a circle, going back to the same place that I started every week? Or am I running towards a goal? Am I running a straight line moving forward? And what I loved about this book is this idea of being in a place that might be uncomfortable at times, but are doing things to focus outwardly or focus to the next step. That might mean that we're going to lose somebody that's near and dear to our hearts, but they're going to go and plant another church and find even more of the lost come to know who Jesus Christ is. And I think the circle idea is that no, we want everything to be the way we want. We want to be a comfortable place of things that we're used to, things that make us feel good, things that don't challenge us in our comforts. But I think the other idea, running straight, is filled with newer experiences, filled with challenges, filled with things that we have to sacrifice in order to continue to move forward. And I think that's what we're going to gain.
Being rooted in Christ, to me, it means being uncomfortable for the sake of the gospel. And I think that can be summed up with this biblical truth, which is when Jesus commands people that if you want to follow him, you've got to deny yourself daily, pick up your cross daily, and follow him.